katotohanan, ngunit maraming matututunan.
This is a podcast of empowered women empowering other women
through conversations about growth
and wellness.
This is the GAWfriends podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Marby.
And I'm Ai. Every Wednesday, we will be sharing tips about holistic wellness
and learning and professional growth.
Together, we will discover a happier
and a better version of you. So hey, GAWfriends,
let's get the fun started. All right, welcome everybody.
All right, good evening. Hello, GAWfriends. Welcome back. Hello, Ai. Hello, Rach. Nice to see you again. And of course, our fellow GAWfriends. Hello. Those who are tuning in via Facebook. Hello, good evening, GAWfriends. We hope you're all doing great. Welcome to another episode of the GAWfriends podcast. If you're new to this podcast, just want to share again that this is hosted by myself, Marby Tabuar, and of course, I have my partner here.
Hello, everyone. It's Aik.
Right.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Yeah. So again, this podcast is all about, conversations around how we could grow and how we could embrace wellness in our lives, right? And this month, okay, medyo recap lang tayo, Yik.
Yes.
for the entire month, we the focus of our episode, this is our fifth episode, right, Yik? Fourth episode.
Yeah.
Okay, fourth episode. So we invited 4 amazing women for our very special episode series because this is the National Women's Month, and a couple of weeks ago we also celebrated the International Women's Day. So our episode series is I Am Unstoppable.
Yeah.
And if you are unstoppable, raise your hand, GAWfriends.
Yeah.
All right.
Hashtag
I am unstoppable. So we talked about, how you could be unstoppable even though you're, surrounded by men. You're in an industry that you're surrounded by men. How you could actually be unstoppable in shaping your career, so that you could steer it and direct it towards the direction where you could live with passion, diba? How you could embrace grit. And last week, very special din yung guest natin, diba?
Yes.
And naman, ma-focus on faith. Yeah. How you could actually be unstoppable with your faith. And that was it's a very great transition, right? Because when you are internally motivated, then it's really gonna help you propel yourself towards achieving great things. And our guest today is the perfect person to guide us in this conversation, right, Yik?
Yep. How do we end it? How do we end I'm Unstoppable? Of course, with hashtag I'm Unstoppable with excellence, right? Coach
Love it.
Rachelle San Pedro here. She is a life coach, a business consultant, while a self-advocate, an advocate of self-love and empowering women. Let's all welcome Coach Rach, Coach Cheerleader Rachelle.
Hello.
Hi, Coach Rach.
Hello. Hello, Marby. Hello, Aik. Hello to the growth and wellness community. I'm so happy to be here. And I want to say happy International Women's Month. But whether you are male or female, let's all say it out loud. I am unstoppable.
Yes.
Let's claim it. I am unstoppable. We are unstoppable, right, Coach?
We are.
Yes.
We are. Yes. And so to begin with, Coach Rachelle, how do you define excellence?
Okay. First of all, excellence is really one of my favorite words ever. Not just because of my program, not just because I'm into leadership and I'm into empowerment, but since I was young and growing up, I've always loved the word excellence. And to some people, it can be quite intimidating. They might think, oy, excellence, kailangan, ano yan, top of the ladder, ibang level, diba? That it takes so much hard work. So I wanted to share a personal simple definition of what excellence is. For me, excellence is all about showing up 100%, applying ourselves mind, heart, body, spirit into whatever endeavor it is. So excellence is not at all limited to the professional arena. In our personal lives, in our relationships, even in our faith and community, we can be excellent as well as long as we apply ourselves completely.
I love
That's
it.
love
I
it
love
too.
it because sometimes people are, most of the time we think about excellence and we think of it as only applicable in your work life, 'di ba? Kasi
Mm-mm.
excellence is equals to good job. Feeling mo
Yeah,
excellent
Yeah.
ka pagka na good job ka, right? But and usually you hear that or you get that appreciation or recognition at the office. But I like
Yes.
that, like what you said, coach. In different aspects of your life, you could actually apply excellence.
Yes.
definitely.
So I really want to simplify it and to take out this intimidation factor because for
Yeah.
me, actually, you know that you're being excellent when you're getting the results because you're in flow. You're absolutely embracing what it is that you're doing, and you're doing it with so much joy. If it's not joyful, it's not excellent. Kasi it's not only the way that it turns out or that it appears, but also yung na-enjoy mo yung buong process. That
Exactly.
for me is what excellence is. 'Di ba? Parang you can be excellent in the small things. Sabi nga nila, whatever it
True.
is that you do, you can be excellent at it. Kahit yung simpleng nagluluto ka ngayon, are you cooking with excellence?
Yeah.
If you're praying to the Lord, are you giving yourself to that prayer completely? Then that is an excellent prayer. In this podcast, we're sharing our energy, we're learning from each other, and we're engaging the growth and wellness community. That also is a platform for excellence.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, Rachel, for that. And when we say about excellence, we thought that we should be following certain standards or rules on how to be excellent, which shouldn't be the case. As what you have mentioned, excellence is a personal thing, right?
Yeah.
It could be
Yeah.
subjective into our own level of fulfillment, diba?
Definitely. I think people feel pressured because the yardstick, the measure of excellence is other people.
Yeah.
Definitely, when you
Oh,
compare,
yeah.
when you put things side by side, we're all so unique. We have our own talents, we have our own strengths that we can leverage. When you compare, there will always be someone who is better than you. But in the
Yeah.
same regard, there are people also who look up to you and admire the things that you do. So I've found that to truly live in excellence is to accomplish a standard that is set by yourself.
Yeah.
'Di ba? Parang
Not
it's
by others.
yeah, not by others, because you will constantly get frustrated as opposed to there's no competition, but more of your
Agree.
objective is raising yourself, your life, and the lives of people around you. Then it becomes more exciting and more fulfilling to live in excellence.
Yeah, I
Agree.
have a follow up question to that, Coach Rach. Can kasi you mentioned kanina na dapat you're happy about what you're doing so that you could achieve
Yeah.
excellence, right? So does it mean that you will only achieve excellence when you are passionate about something? So that do they come hand in hand? Kailangan passionate ka and para maging excellent ka or magiging excellent ka pag passionate ka.
Passionate. Yeah.
Is it like that?
Yeah, so passion definitely plays a big factor in reaching excellence. So I have something that I call that when you put excellence in motion, it's all about who is the person that you're becoming so that yung mga ginagawa mo leads to excellence. It's a certain flow because you're able to apply the best in you, whatever are the talents, the giftings, the calling that our creator has given you, that you're able to apply it, then that's what is a level of putting excellence in motion. I like to say also that we can achieve excellence without the exhaust. Kasi kapag pagod ka, it means that you're not your 100%.
Yep.
And as I said, excellence is all about this complete alignment. Your energy being in flow, that you're able to show up. So kung stressed ka, It's not really your authentic truth that you're doing or that you're speaking. At the back of your mind, there's all this hesitation and there's all these comparisons. Then it's not really excellent. To get to that next level is to be completely true to your passion, to your giftings, in complete alignment.
I like the word complete alignment, which totally makes sense to me, Coach. Because
Agree.
sometimes when I think about, I'm very passionate about my work. I love my job. But I also have a family. I have 3 kids. So sometimes I get to a point na I doubt myself so much kapag I feel like I'm doing well in a certain area, for example at work. Pero I feel like I am ang tawag dito, nasa-sacrifice yung quality of the way I take care of my family. So kaya gusto ko yung sinabi mo that there has to be an alignment and there has to be balance,
Yes.
right?
So, in the example that you've given, this is why I say that we can be excellent not just at work, but also at home and in our relationships. So, for
Yeah.
you, Marby, the question is not just you being an excellent professional, but also being an excellent mother, right? An
Yes.
excellent daughter, an excellent friend. And the thing is, you
Excellent
can
wife.
only be that when you are loving yourself, when you're happy, when you're joyful, so that you can give your best, you can give your all in every endeavor that you have. Kasi kung you are thriving in the office, but your relationships are suffering, then there is
Yeah.
something in you that is lacking. You're not really able to have this alignment, the complete alignment, and give your 100% in all your endeavors. Kaya minsan din, let's not minimize yung kapag we're not in a good space. Maybe that's what we need to tend to at the moment before we take on the bigger challenges.
Oh, yes.
Agree,
Definitely.
agree,
Yeah.
agree.
I
By
love
the
it.
way, yeah,
Go
sorry,
ahead,
you go
Marby.
ahead. I just wanted to say hi to our viewers because the what Coach Rachel is sharing with us relate to what Rhea Nakpil. Hi, Miss Rhea, our former guest, our previous
Hi,
guest, our
Reyes
girlfriend
watching. Good
Rhea.
evening.
Yeah, she also shared something about that. So talagang ano siya, talagang kailangan may alignment, right? So that you will feel fulfilled, within yourself and also with, what's surrounding you. All right. Hi to our
Yeah.
viewers.
Yeah, I
Rhea,
wanted
hello.
to say hi and give a shout out as well to Coach Ray Sateano. She says hi to I can Coach Rich, and she
Hi.
is talking
Hi.
about her passion in sports and fitness. So,
Oh,
kanina you were
yes.
asking me, di ba, parang does it start with passion? I feel like Ray is so excellent in terms of breathwork practice, in terms of sports, nutrition, and wellness because her passion, her big why is really anchored on that.
I
Nice.
love it. Hello, Coach Raisa. It's nice
Hi,
to meet
Ra.
you. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, please keep on watching as we go through a couple of questions with Coach Raish. O, diba? Just defining the excellence. We have
Ang
come
haba na.
through discovering a lot of things, right? Yeah. And so, I adore Rachel for being really an advocate of women, in general. Just a quick question, and for of course all our viewers, our girlfriends, get to know you more, Rach. In what part of your career did you actually realize that okay, this is what I want to do, my calling into, like, empowering women in their personal, both personal and professional space? Share us more about it.
Sure. So I started in a male dominated industry. My first job straight out of graduating from university. Hello to any fellow Athenians who may be watching. So after I graduated from college, I started with a shipping company. So, ang mga katrabaho ko really are they're men, they're more senior in age, they're well experienced. We also had so many international clients because it's all about global commerce. So, being thrown into this environment, I found it exciting. But at the same time, let's be real that in male dominated industries, there really is a a judgment to say. Parang kailangan mo talagang patunayan ng sarili mo. And that's what started in me this. I guess I felt challenged to rise up and to prove to them, and to prove, more importantly, to myself, that I can do it. Kaya kong makipagsabayan, and I can do so because I am passionate about what it is that I do. So at 22 years young, I became a country manager for SAF Marine. It's a brand under the AP Mollermers group, of the shipping company. And I was given this very unique opportunity to hire, to lead, to promote and market a local brand all on my own at that age. So it was definitely a blessing and an opportunity. But at the same time, when I would go into these meetings, these conversations with internal tsaka sa clients, yun nga, they're all men, they're all older than me, they're senior, and parang they keep sizing me up, measuring what is it that I can do. And I felt so compelled to rise up to that challenge. Even I remember before that when I got promoted. So basically what happened was I really embraced all the learnings. I told myself it doesn't matter that this is a male dominated industry, because at the end of the day, all sales is about relationships. So if I'm the person who can cultivate a good relationship with my customers, if I know my stuff and I know that what I'm doing is adding value, I can succeed. And true enough, we were able to do that. So much so that I won big deals, and parang nagugulat na lang sila na, oy, yung nene, nakakabenta na siya ng malalaki, ng madadami. And even I got promoted to our regional office in Singapore, and then after that to our head office, that one of my senior Northern European bosses, he told me, you know what? You don't act like a young Filipina. He told me, like, just as an observation, probably he didn't mean anything by it. And I told him, what do you mean? How is a young Filipino supposed to act? You give me a job, right? You give me this opportunity, then I'm going to perform on a basis that disregards my age, my gender, and my background. I can run with the boys, and I can be an excellent leader even if I'm a woman, even if I am young. So I've always taken that with me. So not just for women, even for men, if you feel like there's this adversity or may judgment na, I'm telling you that you can prove yourself. You can be excellent and be able to rise up and show na kaya mong mag-grow, kaya mo kung ano yung kinakaharap mo, regardless of what people say or what they initially think about you.
Yeah, you could turn the situation around, right, Rach? Turn the situation around, and based on what you shared, it's really there's just a shift in mindset that you have to do
Yeah,
there, right? Instead of
Agree.
thinking of it as, oh my gosh, I can't do this, I'm being challenged, baka hindi ko talaga kaya, just change your mindset and look at it as an opportunity. Challenge yourself, diba? So you
definitely.
could do
And
it.
you know what? Even now, like I've gotten so much experience, but even when I moved to the world of IT, and then now coaching consulting, meron pa rin ganon. So there will always be some kinds of glass ceiling, or there's a um, prejudgment that we will all experience. But it's up to you whether you're going to listen to that, or you are going to use that confidence, that belief in yourself. Because the thing is, it's what you tell yourself that matters.
Oh,
It
yes.
doesn't matter what
Yeah.
they say. What matters is what you believe about yourself and what you tell yourself. So for me, I was like, yes, I'm 22, I'm Filipina, and I am a country manager of a shipping company. And I am an excellent leader. I bring in the big deals. That's the narrative that I was believing. So I was able to become excellent because of that confidence in myself and the passion to grow myself.
again, passion and excellence meeting, right? In order for Rich to get to that success. Very good.
Agree,
Definitely.
agree.
Agree.
Yeah,
Agree.
I'm sure our girlfriends could relate to that, especially those who are young, who just entered the industry, or maybe you're like great, you're working in a male dominated industry, right? There's all these challenges that you might be facing. So great that you share that, Rach. And uh before I have another question for you. I have an very
Go,
interesting
go.
question for you, but I just want to say hi to my mom. My mom is listening. Hi,
Hello,
mom.
Tita.
And she's also saying
Hello
hi to you,
po. Good
Ayik, and
evening.
also
Good
to
evening.
our
Correct.
moms, diba? They're the first talaga
Stage
believers.
mommies,
Thank you
yes.
po, tita. Actually,
Okay.
ang sweet niya
Correct.
na. Even me, my mom, shout out mom, I love you. She's also the top fan of whatever it is that I do. And I would say, siguro even our moms, ganyan na, di ba? Pag bata ka, sasabihin nila, oh, you can't do it kasi bata ka. Pag matanda ka naman, sasabihin nila, oh, matanda ka na, hindi mo na rin kayang
And
gawin
quit.
yan. So there will always be those naysayers who think that you are not able to do it, more so excel in a particular field or endeavor. And tell yourself, believe in yourself that you can do it despite of and in spite of.
Love that. I love it, Rach. I love it, Coach. Okay. Really a lot of ano na no, parang learnings na dun pa lang sa first few minutes that we have been talking to Rach. But I have another question for you,
Sure.
Rach. Part of you, so you've been sharing about your advocacy, your passion about empowering other women, and part of it is when you created the Empowered Space for Women, which is the Letter to a Sister Facebook page back in 2019. Maybe could you share with us more about it? Where did the idea come from, and how did it help and reach out other women, especially now that there's pandemic?
Yeah.
Thank you. I love talking about this because this is so close to my heart. Passion project ko talaga to. So, Letter to a Sister was actually started in September 22, 2019 as a event. It was a women's circle, a brunch that we were writing and reading out letters to each other as an affirmation. Where the idea came from is because I truly believe in the power of words. Affirmation is so powerful because, as I said, whatever it is that we tell ourselves, it becomes true. And when we also speak life to others, when we encourage them, you don't know kung gaano ka-importante sa kanila yon. I was thinking
Yes.
about it. There were some broken relationships before that I had, that it felt so difficult to get a grasp of the situation and to really resolve it. Then what I did was I wrote a letter, 100% sincere, handwritten, without caring what the other person would think, and just speaking my truth and wanting to mend this relationship and also to encourage this person. And it was received well. So yun yung nagbigay sa akin ng inspiration. And then I realized also that so many of us are going through tough times talaga. And you can have some expert advice, you can read stuff, 'di ba? Parang you can watch all these videos, but at the end of the day, you don't really need highfalutin words, you don't need grand concepts and anything that's so complicated.
Yeah.
It's so simple. A simple but sincere thing said to you is what can really make you feel better, and is what can really uplift you. So because of my personal experience where affirmation worked, and because I realized that so many of us just need this person that's believing in them, that's cheering them on, that's giving them this small dose of positivity and inspiration, I thought, but what if we multiply that to a community? How would it feel? What would it do? And that's how the Letter to a Sister community was born. So we did a couple of in-person events. That was pre-pandemic. So we did the brunch of writing and reading out beautiful letters to each other. We also had a self-love session where we talked about self-love while doing a mani-pedi. Di ba? Para may
Oh.
application na
Oh my
agad.
gosh, why didn't we
That's
know about
nice.
that,
That
Ai?
Yeah.
was back in 2019. Di pa kami yata nag-meet ni Aik noon. Tapos, there
Oh.
were several events pa. We also raised funds for Mano Amiga, for laptops and tablets, for etong pandemic na, so that there's a digital resource for the students of Mano Amiga Academy. And then, when we celebrated our first anniversary, September 2020, so it was already the time of pandemic, um, we couldn't have a physical event, and of course, safety first, right? And I told my mom na, Mom, what do you think? Kasi like, are people do people have energy for yet another page, another group? Kasi 'di ba, parang let's admit there's also that burnout of sobrang daming Zoom meetings,
Oh,
sobrang
Oh
daming
yeah.
groups.
yes, oh yes.
Sometimes you just want to disconnect. So at first I was resisting having a group just for the reason like I didn't want yet another group. But because the intention is if there's only one person, a single person who can be inspired by this, I think that it's worth it. So we launched it online. Initially, the members are those who've attended the physical events. And for me, kasi ito yung ano the thick of the lockdown na we were all wondering hanggang kailan ba talaga to. And there was so much going on. It was getting so real with hearing stories about COVID in our own circles, with our family, with our friends. So at that time, Letter to a Sister became a release as well for me. I was sharing what is it that I wanted to say and what I wish people would tell me. So daily, I would post something inspirational. I would talk about self love, talk about faith, talk about what is it that we can do to thrive despite the situation. And it got a very favorable response. And now the community has grown to almost 500 in just a couple of months. So dun ko na realize na ano talaga, affirmation is so powerful. Anytime that you have a chance to inspire someone, to share a message that is uplifting, to take away the attention from what's heavy, what's negative, what's irrelevant, and parang focus lang people in connecting with themselves, take the chance, do it. And that's what we've done. And now it's a very beautiful space. It's a loving community with sisters and brothers, so all genders, all ages welcome in this community. So it's just become this organic way of supporting and building each other up. And we've gotten so much interest that we even have a couple of international collaborations with friends of mine who are
Love
also
it.
in the coaching, in the wellness, in the meditation space, and they see the beauty of this community. It's all about sincerity talaga. When you do
Nice.
something because your intention is to help and support another person, it just takes its own life, its own form.
Yeah,
Lovely.
because when it's genuine and when it's sincere, people could easily relate to it,
Oh,
diba?
yes. Yes,
Because
Yeah.
definitely.
whatever we're experiencing, whatever our challenges are, and if you share that with other people, there's so many millions of people who are probably going through the same thing.
Oh yeah,
There
Yes.
was a
you'll be surprised.
yeah.
Everybody's going through the same thing, definitely.
Alam nyo ba, just a little secret, um, there are times talaga na what I post is what I feel. Like
Yes, yeah,
if I'm feeling a little bit stressed, then I would write something about how to combat stress. When I was in a point of life where I needed to close a chapter and move on, I also posted there about leaving behind what no longer serves our highest good. From time to time, I also put prayers. At first, I wasn't so sure about if I should incorporate prayers as well because of respect for different religious beliefs. But I felt like, but this is a part of me, and this is a message that I want to share. So they can make a choice whether they don't like the prayer, then they can leave the group. Pero so far naman actually, they like it, and even I prefer posting prayers because na-energize siya. It's not just you saying the prayer, but someone else saying it quietly in their own home and just
yeah.
putting their amen. Then yun nga, I think community is really about what are your intentions to support each other and how is it that you show up.
Agree. Good thing that you've mentioned about intentions, Rach, because I think this is how the letter to a sister started and how it, it prolific into something that a lot of women have been supporting now and will be supporting in the future, definitely, because the intention is there. It's very intentional from you and personal at the same time.
Yeah,
And yeah, go
but
ahead.
you know, I ano rin na, I feel so happy when there are members of the community who share their message. Kasi
Yes.
it's not just about me. It's also, so I love also being able to use it as a platform to share messages from other women and men. And parang meron na rin kasi kaming several tie-ups with some foundations like Manu Amiga and also ngayon with Akay Philippines France. So something that was just born out of my personal experience is now this platform to share that to a wider audience. So I'm really grateful as well for the power of affirmation.
You deserve it, right? This is just one of your many
Yes.
excellence, diba?
Thank you. Thank you.
I remembered, Rachel, you once quoted from our one of our great philosophers, Aristotle, when you said excellence is a habit. No, I really love that. And when you said when you shared about this, when you quoted excellence is a habit, can you share us more about it and how will you advise those fellow golfers that we have who are just starting their career roles and just making a name for themselves?
Yes. So excellence is a habit because excellence starts small. You cannot be an excellent person if you don't know how to do even the smallest of things with your passion, with your hard work, with your faith, with your good intentions. So it really starts small. Kung ano man yung naibigay sa'yo na talent, make the most of that.
Yeah.
Wherever you are planted, you bloom there, you do what you can to help your immediate community. Even in your family, in your relationships, how can you be excellent in loving a person and loving yourself, right? So I say that excellence is a habit because it's not that when you are able to reach, let's say, a financial goal or that you're able to get a promotion, that's not the end of excellence. Excellence is a habit because it's a lifestyle. How do you
Yes.
operate in the smallest of things, and how do you use excellence in your life? Another thing that I wanted to share about this is I believe that excellence is a ministry.
Oh yes, definitely.
We are created by a God who is perfect, 'di ba? Everything that he's designed from the skies, mother nature, the animals, the mountains, the rivers and us,
Omnipotent he is.
everything works. in his perfect design. It all has a specific reason, it has a rhythm, everything is working in unison. 'Di ba? So because we have an excellent God who never does things na ano lang, na pahapyaw, 'di ba? The Lord does everything with his complete heart intentionality and his generosity for us. When we are excellent in our own lives, that's a way of emulating him. So when you think about it, excellence is a ministry because we are serving a God who is excellent. Us doing things excellently is parang pagpupugay and giving back to him because he's designed us so well and with a particular purpose. He's instilled that passion, that desire in our hearts to be able to do these things. I was listening also to you last week
Ah,
with
yes.
AC where
With
she was
AC.
talking
Oh.
about faith, and I completely agree
Such
that
a beautiful woman of
how
God.
wonderful would it be that when people, yeah, when how wonderful is it that when people look at the things that you do, what you produce, and how you conduct themselves yourself, they can see the image of an excellent God.
Amen. Love it.
That's the standard, right?
Oh, yes.
Yan yung standard na or your guide, right? That would
Yes.
really help shape you.
Tsaka pag isipin natin, nakaka-inspire. Kasi 'di ba, parang
Oh
uh,
yeah.
ayun nga eh, parang the Lord has not done things haphazardly. It's always with intentionality. It's always coming from a place of fullness. So when we emulate that, that's really our ministry. That's our way of showing to others that, okay, I was given all these things, these giftings, these blessings, this platform, this opportunity. How do I now work it, use it for his greater glory?
There is no other greater inspiration for excellence than our God, right? Ever perfect and ever true.
Agree.
Agree.
Totally
Amen.
agree.
Love it. Thank you, Rachel. Go ahead, Marbs.
Yeah. Um Probably in addition to everything that you've shared, and you've shared a lot, Rach, but you also mentioned a bit about your program called Excellence in Motion. So maybe you could tell us more about it as well. Is it similar to how you got motivated to start it up? Parang sa letters to sister, letter to a sister. Maybe you could share with
Yeah.
us how you came up with this. So, what was your motivation in coming up or designing the program? And based on your experience working with other women who undergo or underwent that program, what has been the impact of that program to them?
Sure. So, Excellence in Motion is my ministry of excellence. I feel like I got the calling and the opportunity from him. So, as a sales leader of 15 years, I've always been achiever talaga. Excellent in work, in my professional life. And in the past years, I've kind of looked inward and asked what is it that I really want. And I realized that I'm now in a space of giving. Because I've been given a lot, I've been blessed a lot, I'm now in a space of giving. And I thought, what is something that I can give that will be of value, that will truly create an impact for others? So I wanted to apply my learnings in terms of sales leadership, people management, communication skills, performance management in a program. And ang inisip ko, me, when I was starting, perhaps there are those young to mid-level managers, men or women, or maybe some expert na sila, matagal na sila, tenured na sila na managers, but they are somehow disconnected to that feeling of joy, or hindi na sila ganun ka-ignited with passion about what it is that they're doing. So I thought about designing a program that can help them in both strategic and practical terms to become a leader who lives excellence in motion. It's called excellence in motion because that's my declaration. I feel like yun nga, excellence is not an act but a habit, as Aristotle said. Excellence is not a particular result, but it's a lifestyle. How do you put that in motion? How is it seen? How do you show up with excellence? So the program is tackling all things from the essence of being a leader, like what's the right mindset, heart set, and soul set. What is the massive transformative purpose, the why that gets you going to become a leader? How do you treat people and communicate with people, value people, lead and not manage them? Because at the end of the day, all business is a business of people. How do you use a mathematics of excellence? Performance management naman yun. Kasi yun nga, parang it also has to come with results, di ba? It's all well and good, but it has to come with results. But with the process that is without the exhaust, that still allows you to be clear, that allows you to be fulfilled. Yun. So the Excellence in Motion program is really about getting to the next level of leadership. And you asked me how it was able to impact others. I'm so proud of my coaches. So my mentees. Special shout out to Mads, to Lian, and to Michelle. So they were able to come up with talagang impressive na projects, how they are practically applying their excellence in their business. So we talked about the concept, but they worked on a project that they were able to complete in the duration of the cohort program. So ang mission ko talaga dito is to develop, to support, to equip, to cheer on these leaders to be at their most excellent. Kasi when the leader is excellent, the results will come sa team. It's all about that energy, setting things in a with the right intention and getting into a flow that is fulfilling for everyone involved.
Can't agree more. And
Yeah.
I just wanna share, as I have reflected about this Excellence in Motion program and of course your coaches, your attendees. I mean, Excellence in Motion is also meaning that excellence continuously evolves. You have to continuously seek for excellence, and it doesn't stop there. That's why it's in motion, right? It's a continuous process. It grows, and it evolves. So it's really nice, and I'm really excited, on how this program will help more women and reach out more women in their success, diba? And Rach, just to share it to everybody, but this is not just specific on like sales or it could also be applied to women in leadership, right?
Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah, I love what you said, Aik. Kasi nga, 'di ba, it's in the everyday thing. It's in how we apply ourselves in the different aspects. And to be honest, ako naman din, I wouldn't say that I'm perfect or at the top of my career already. Yes, I'm blessed, but there are still so many things to learn, which is why I totally agree with you that it's a journey, that it's a process that we take in terms of being excellent. But you have to commit to it, right? We talked about how we are the ones who define what excellence looks like and how that will show up and what's the metric of that. Then you have to commit also to that definition of how you want to be excellent.
Yeah, and I like
Agree.
that. I like that because we definitely need good leaders. And it's best if you're able to shape, the right mindset, the right skills for leaders when they're starting as leaders. Actually, dapat even before they get that leadership position, right?
Yeah.
They already go through a program like that. So that's really really great. um and maybe you could share with us how they could access this program, Coach
Yeah,
Sure.
Rich.
please,
Is there a
please.
Sure.
link that they could look that they
Yeah.
could go to ganyan?
Sige. So, you can go to my page, Coach Cheerleader Rach on Facebook and at Coach Cheerleader on Instagram. You can send me an email. I also have a booking appointment system on my Facebook and Instagram if you want to
That's
have
good.
a discovery call that we can discuss what your goals are. I wanted to share lang din, naisip ko while we were discussing. I feel like the pandemic, the past year, grabe 'di ba nag-anniversary na tayo
Oh, yeah.
with the lockdown. It also revealed a lot of disturbing things regarding leadership. Kasi nga previously, becoming a manager was on the basis of tenure or your educational qualification, but there's no heart check if someone is prepared and committed to be a leader. So there are a lot of managers who, um, yeah, I'm sorry to say this, but yun nga, they have a mindset of managing, which is more short term and task oriented, as opposed to truly leading, which is people, process, and result oriented and geared more for the long term. So I feel like since leadership is a skill, it's really about getting the fundamentals right, having the accountability, being skilled on it. The pandemic has unfortunately exposed a lot of gaps in terms of the way leaders today are conducting themselves. And I think now is the perfect time to really promote and advocate for heart-centered leadership. 'Di ba? Parang we're all in this
Yeah, we need
together.
that.
Yeah, we're all in this together.
Mm-hmm.
Maraming employees, team members who are not engaged because they have so much going on and perhaps they don't feel properly supported and cared for by their leaders. But when you think about it, it's just a few tweaks in terms of the mindset and the
Oh, yeah.
communication style that can really make a difference. Asking someone how they are, 'di ba? Looking at the wholeness, the potential of a person and not just what is did they hit the quota or not for a specific month.
No.
So it's that it's that combination of heart and strategy and skill and being able to be flexible with the situation that truly makes for a great leader. And what I'd say is opportunity din to for us to learn how we want to lead and how we want to be led. Etong sa pandemic, perhaps it will give us a lot of realizations that hopefully the post-pandemic, our leaders have become more sensitive to what is really going on. And madali kasi to say all these things about pivot and all that. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, are you doing well? Are the people in your team doing well? Are you being excellent to the mission of the company, to your clients, to your stakeholders?
Agree.
So yon, I'm just really promoting and standing for heart-centered leadership because I truly feel it's what we need in this time.
I love that definition, heart-centered. I remembered sharing to Marvin one of our previous episodes before last year when we talk about like self leadership, because not anyone can be a manager, but not everybody can be a leader, and having that heart, having that passion in you makes you really a good leader,
Yeah.
and that would
Yeah, and
really
it's
last long. Yeah.
correct. And it's not the title, right? Because there's so many managers, VP, whatever the titles are.
You
But,
can call
it's,
yourself whatever, yeah,
yeah, you could have
position.
these fancy titles, but it's really through your actions, the way you work well with your team that really defines what kind of leader you are,
And how
right?
can you leave a footprint? right? With that
Exactly,
decision.
exactly, exactly. All right. So one last question, Coach Rach, and this is
Sure.
something that our golf friends always look forward to, which is
Yeah.
your advice. What is your
Yes.
advice to our golf friends? I know you have a lot. You've actually given a lot now. Or like, what's if
Thank
there's
you.
one thing that they could take away from this session? What's your top advice to them on how they could aspire for excellence in the various aspects of their lives?
So at the beginning, we really started talking about how it's personal, diba? That excellence is personal, and as I was talking about personal leadership, leading yourself. What I want to tell to all our friends in this community is look within, connect with yourself, especially that we are in this pandemic. Um, you are your first, your best, and your most ardent cheerleader. Kung ano yung sasabihin mo sa sarili mo, that you are capable, that you are worthy, that you can rise above any challenges that life throws at you, it's true. Because think about it. There were times naman before na nagkaroon ka ng struggle sa finances, sa relationship, sa work, but yet you are here. So, look forward, look at all the beautiful possibilities ahead of you. Start by trusting yourself, having confidence in yourself, and doing the things that you need right now. Whatever feels good, whatever allows you to connect to yourself, do that. Doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. Doesn't matter kung what's going on with the external. If you learn how to protect that joy inside your heart, and you have a belief, a confidence that things are always working out for you, then it will. So start with a story that you tell yourself. Make it a beautiful, amazing, and excellent story.
Oh, yes.
Super love
I
it.
love it. Yep.
Yeah, because the
Enjoy each
story,
journey, right?
yeah, and the
Yeah.
story that you want for yourself, you should be the one writing it, right? Not other people.
Agree. Totally agree with it. Yeah. Oh my. Time flies so fast. It's been
Yeah,
almost an
I
hour with Coach
agree.
Rachel. Sobrang bitin pa. And thank you for our viewers you know, they really stick with us from the beginning all the way until end. Hello everybody. Someone says
Yeah,
hi to you, Marby. Jack
yeah, Jack.
Oman.
Yeah, that's my cousin, at the girl.
Yeah.
Hello, and also my sister. My family is so supportive.
Yeah. My uncle is
Yeah, my
also
sister.
watching. Noel,
Hello po.
hi. Oh
Hello. Yeah.
my. Oh, this has been an amazing night. What a way to cap off our last episode or last part of our I'm Unstoppable series with excellence. Right. Thank
Yeah,
you,
Yes.
Coach
so many
Rachel.
learnings, so many learnings.
Yeah.
Thank you, Coach Ray.
Thank you so
Hope this is
much
not
for
the
the
last
opportunity.
time.
Definitely. Thank you for the opportunity, because I really wanted to share that message that we have to write our own story because we are unstoppable, diba?
We are.
Ayun. Tsaka
That's
yun nga,
true. Let's
dedicate your
Yeah.
life to a ministry of excellence. Thank you so much.
I love it. I love it.
thank you. And
Sense you
again,
more, Rachel.
girlfriends, yeah, and more power to you, Coach Rachel, and to all the leaders that you're going to, empower and develop as well. All right. And girlfriends, we'll see you next Wednesday. We'll prepare another set of episode that we would all love to talk about. We could continue the conversation on Facebook. And again, if you missed our past episodes, you could check them out on Anchor or in YouTube or in Spotify.
Spotify. Yep.
Aik?
Watch out for what we will be cooking for April, right? So this is going to be another set of series for the month of April. So hang on there, go friends. We will always be seeing you every Wednesday at 8 p.m. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the evening. Once again, this is Aik.
Yeah, this is Marby. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, girlfriends. See you
Good
next
night.
week. Good night.
Bye.
Thank you.
GAWfriends is available on Anchor and YouTube.
You may also find us on our Facebook page. Just search Growth and Wellness so we can continue our conversation together with our fellow GAWfriends.
Also, if you wish to collaborate with us, just drop us an email at gawfriends@gmail.com.
Do you like this podcast? Please give us a feedback and share this with your friends and loved ones.
See you soon, GAWfriends!